Dad,
You want to get out of here?
So I just came from watching Brick. It's a new movie from Germany that follows the story of Tim and Olivia. They are having issues with their relationship. Tim is a game developer and Olivia is an architect. One night they just go to bed, and in the morning when they wake up, they find that their door is being blocked by a huge brick wall, black bricks, and also the windows, and they just can't get out. This is going to be a non-spoiler review. I'm not going to mention anything that is not in the trailer already. So I just wanted to say that, first of all, this is a very interesting premise. Probably it has been done before somewhere else, maybe in past movies or something, but it's been a while since I saw some premise like this. However, the whole movie is a mystery box movie. When I say mystery box, I mean you are only watching because you're wondering, what is this wall? Where did it come from? So as a result, you as the viewer, you end up being more invested in the mystery more than the characters. And then number two issue, this film is fake drama. Fake drama is something that I noticed in this film. Obviously, they are stuck in a room and they cannot leave. So you end up having a situation where characters create a problem and then they end up having to solve the very problem that they created, that they didn't need to create anyway. A good example, this isn't a spoiler, but a good example is Tim and Olivia. They break down the wall, one of the walls of the room that they're in. All these characters are in a sort of Airbnb, by the way. So they break a wall and then they find that there's another couple on the other side. This is in the trailer. So they find that there's another couple in the next room. So later on, I don't know, Tim or Olivia hears the girl from the other room yelling, and they decide to go check up on her. So you think as the viewer, oh, something is really happening to this girl, right? But no, it turns out that the boyfriend of that other girl took drugs, and then he was sort of like having a moment because of the drugs. So all this drama just exists for nothing. Really, nothing was going on. It's fake. It's fake drama that didn't have to happen. And then for me, there's a character who said something like, when they were trying to figure out where this wall is coming from, there's a character who said, maybe we are all asleep, plugged into some machines in some sort of simulation, something like that. There's a character who said something like that, and I genuinely wish that that was the premise of this film, because for me, when I was watching, what I thought was going to happen was, I thought that all these characters, they're in some sort of couple. Like there's an old man with a granddaughter, there's these two couples, boyfriend girlfriend. They all have their own issues. I thought that what was going to happen is they were genuinely in a simulation, and they had like Big Brother watching them through some sort of camera. And I thought that once they resolve their problem, this wall will open up or something like that. I thought that's what was going to happen. I thought that each character had to go through some sort of growth so that they can be let out of the room. Like the point of the movie is you're going to sit there and solve your issues until you get out. And obviously, solving issues is not going to happen through just sitting and talking. Maybe the room creates some sort of mirage or something that allows you to see stuff, and then you end up having to open up and talk about your issues, something like that. I thought that was what was going to happen. But no, the movie takes the easy route, which is the characters decide to dig all the way to, I don't know, ground floor or something from whichever floor they were in. This is in the trailer. I'm not spoiling anything. They come all the way from the floor that they were at, going all the way down. When I was watching, I was like, surely this magic wall that has just spawned out of nowhere, if it is blocking your door, you can't even break it. It's blocking your windows. Why would you assume that going all the way to ground floor or basement or whatever, that the door there would not be blocked? Like common sense. So to me, again, fake drama. Like, why are you digging? Obviously, if you go to the bottom down there and you find a door, the door will probably be barricaded by another wall just like yours. Because one of the characters, I think it's Olivia, she says there is no way you can break up doors and windows in a night. That's what she said. So obviously this wall isn't like your regular wall, but It's like the characters needed something to do. They couldn't just sit around, so the movie generates this fake drama where they have to go and do this thing, but it's obviously pointless. I personally would have preferred the whole it's a simulation type story, because in the end, when they finally figure out what's going on and they finally manage to solve the whole thing, it just turns out that the whole thing was happening because of something else that happened out there. The whole wall appearing had nothing to do with them as characters. It could have literally been happening to anyone else. Literally anyone else. These characters didn't have to grow as people to solve this issue. They were just experiencing this because it was something that was happening because of something else that happened out there. And I just found the whole thing to be very unnecessary and pointless, to be very honest with you. Some of the acting is good. Some actors are better than others. The couple was good. Tim and Olivia actually come off as like a really good couple. I don't know if they are a real couple in real life, but in the movie they were a good couple. But other than that, I just felt like the story had a very good premise and it did not deliver fully, at least to the way I wanted. I would have wanted the characters to undergo some sort of arc which would allow them to solve the issue of the wall or the bricks that were appearing in front of them. But instead, you're just told in the end that this whole thing is happening because something else out there happened. And then now these guys are suffering the consequences of that thing that happened out there. And I was like,
Are you serious?
out of 10, I think I'd give the movie a 5. I just expected more. I'm not even doing a comparison of this movie with another movie I've seen. It's been a while since I saw this type of premise, but I just expected more. I'll give it a 5 out of 10. In the end, it felt kind of unnecessary, dumb, and pointless for me. For more reviews, make sure to check out these ones on screen. If you've watched this movie, please tell me what you thought. Yeah, I felt like there was a lot of wasted potential. There was a lot you could have done with these characters. Some of these characters just don't even get any sort of development at all. They are very one-dimensional and they get very little screen time. For more reviews, check out this one's on screen, and then I'll see you in the next one.